All righty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be sharing today a little bit of a conversation and a mini guided process to help you transmute, alchemize your fear into love and maybe even fire if that feels aligned for you. So before we dive in, real quick, my name is Helena Das. I am so grateful that you have found your way here. Thank you for stopping by. And you know the deal. If you receive value at all and vibe with my vibes or the message on this video or others, I do want to thank you in advance for liking, subscribing, sharing the love, doing all the things with the buttons. It would really mean the world to me and help us support my channel, my message, and my mission, which, by the way, is not only to bring the medicine of the horse to the masses, but to, on a next level, to actually elevate my equinepreneurs and high vibe horse women to really help women, especially who love, have, and or work with horses, rise to their greatest potential in their bodies, in their business, in their lives, and beyond, in the barn, wherever it is, right? It's all at some point, it all kind of overlaps and runs together. And in case you are new to me, I have gone from renegade vet for over 2 decades, where I practiced holistic medicine, if you will, holistic veterinary medicine for mostly horses and some small animals, to horse shaman when I had my spiritual awakening back in 2007. And fast forward, I now call myself either I go back and forth. I am a multi-passionate, multifaceted, creative soul. So sometimes I call myself an equinepreneur, which I have been a trailblazing equinepreneur since 1999, FYI, with several evolutions of my soul's work and business. And I also go by Shepreneur, and She is an acronym that I came up with that stands for Sacred Horse Energy. And I am really a gifted channel, healer, and guide. And I channel what I call the 5D medicine of the horse. I am an activator. I help those who are ready really activate their highest potential, unleash their true selves, live their true nature so they can create their best lives. And so, with it being the new year, and welcome to 2025, I am a really settling up for a success, fulfillment, freedom at a whole new level for myself and those I'm meant to serve. And if you would like to join the ride, again, don't forget to subscribe and share the love. So let's get right to it. Today, again, I felt called to address and talk about the emotion of fear because it is in the ethers. And so many people that I know and love, powerful women, including myself, have been experiencing waves and cycles, if you will, of intense fear and anxiety coming up and showing up. And while I do have a very comprehensive toolkit or medicine bag for navigating my emotions, and it's something that I'm actually really good at, or at least way better than I used to be anyway, something I help my clients with, this emotional agility and mastery piece. I want to say that the energies have gotten really, really intense, right? With all of the changes going on in the world. If you are sensitive at all, chances are you're feeling it too. If you are, let me know down below. And so that's the first piece that I want to address, is for you to know that there's nothing wrong with you, that it's natural, that it's normal. It shows that you care, that you're human and you're alive, okay? So that's the first piece. And the next piece that I want to talk about is when we make ourselves wrong or think there's something wrong with us for having so much fear or anxiety around whatever could be going on for you. Okay, that is going to do a disservice to your own growth and empowerment as a powerful human that I know you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this. And so when we can take a step back and remember that fear or anxiety or any emotion for that matter is energy, it's information, it is simply when it's in its healthy state and it's flowing, it is energy in motion. When we judge it, when we try to suppress it or avoid it or deny it, then we lock it into place and it becomes stuck or blocked energy, which creates other problems, as you might imagine, in our emotions, our physicality, as well as our manifestation process. And so that first step that I really want you to hear and remember is, number one, not to judge yourself or make yourself wrong for having it. And number two, to remember that it doesn't define you. Like, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. And whatever story or meaning you're giving it when it shows up is going to be how you start to shift that energy. Okay, when we can embrace it with curiosity and love and compassion and kindness, we're on the right track. Okay, and so, and I want to say here, before I go any deeper, two things. I'm speaking from personal experience. I used to struggle with severe anxiety attacks and panic attacks, to the point that I was the worst one that I ever had. I was literally, I had to be wheelchaired off of the airplane when I went to visit my folks back home in New York, because I had an attack on the plane and I couldn't even speak. Okay, so I get what it's like to have paralyzing fear. I've experienced cycles of PSTD type symptoms when I was recalling or having flashbacks around certain traumatic events from either my childhood, or even, well, let's say childhood, and we'll just leave it at that, because I didn't remember or don't remember. The majority of my childhood is blank. There's certain events, but it was blank, and for a good reason. My mind, my body, my nervous system was actually trying to protect me because I wasn't able to handle or process it at the time. And as I got older and started getting more conscious and doing the work, it started showing up, because I believe that I was more able to, in a place that I could process and integrate them. So with all of that being said, I want you to know that if you are going through, excuse me, any sort of PSTD or extreme severe anxiety attack or panic attacks, I am not saying that what I'm sharing in this video is like, the end all be all. I am not saying that there aren't time and a place for, if you need to take anxiety meds or go to a therapist or whatever the case would be. You always get to do what's aligned and true for you. Okay, I'm just sharing what I've learned on my journey with myself, processing and doing the healing work over the years, from my Shiro's journey, as well as what I've learned from the clients and women I've worked with over the years. All right. So with that being said, just a little disclaimer, I guess, is the other piece that I want to bring in around the fear is like a shift in perspective, in that, like, what if when you have fear come up, and chances are you've heard that saying, right? That fear is excitement without the breath. So what if when fear is coming up for you, or anxiety, or feelings of worry or doubt or insecurity, any of that type of thing, right? What if when that is coming up, it's actually a sign that you're about to have a breakthrough, that you are leveling up, that you are going to your next level, that you are leaning into your edge, stretching your comfort zone, right? As I shared earlier. And that means you're literally elevating. And so, what if it is a really good thing when you are experiencing that fear and anxiety or worry or whatever it is? And what if you can bring your breath, right, to it to turn that fear first into love and acceptance and compassion. And then, if you want to, depending on the situation, into passion and fire. And so, um, I really felt like that was an important thing to share in terms of like a mental shift that would be helpful and empowering around fear. The last thing I want to say before I take you through a little mini process here today is that the darkest, and I've said this before, but those of us who have either gone through the darkest of times or are going through the darkest of times. I've certainly had my fair share of I had my big dark night of the soul back in 2007 when I had my spiritual awakening, and I've had other mini dark nights along the way, right? And so, those of us who are actually sensitive, intuitive, maybe you feel like the black sheep or the dark horse, maybe you feel like a chosen one, right? If you resonate with any of these things and you feel like you have just really experienced a lot of darkness, a lot of challenges in your life, right? I want you to know, and this is something that helped me so much when I first heard it years ago at a time I really needed to hear it. And that is, the darker the dark, the lighter the light. Those who have gone through the darkest of times are here to hold the greatest light. And so what if whatever darkness, whatever fear, whatever place of uncertainty and unknown and kind of that feels like you're in a dark place. I've had so many clients over the years, when I think back, they found me at a time they were in a dark place. And so what if that dark place was literally the portal, the initiation to you finding your light? Okay. And light, love, truth, and power. Let's add those in there. All righty. So with that being said, let us dive in. And the process that I want to bring you through, you can apply it to, I'm going to use fear as an example. But again, if you have like worry or insecurity or anxiety, or if you feel like there's different, variations of the fear that you're feeling, apply it to that as well. Okay. You can use this for any of the above. I'm just gonna take a sip of water. I'm gonna invite you to go ahead, and while I do this, my hot lemon water. Oh my gosh, this is the coldest it's been in Florida in a while. Anyway, I'm gonna invite you, and I'm gonna actually turn this light off. I don't know how that goes. I want you to close your eyes with me. Obviously, please be in a safe place to do this if you are going to do it. If not, save it and come back to it. And let's go ahead and just first drop inside. Connect with your sit bones and really allow yourself to feel the surface of whatever you are sitting on beneath you. So allow yourself to be held and supported and feel the support and stability beneath you as you let yourself, your energy, your sit bones kind of continue to sink a little bit more into that chair or whatever you are sitting on. I also recommend placing your palms face down on your thighs for extra grounding. And we're just going to receive a few gentle grounding breaths together to get present and just be right here, right now with me. So go ahead and breathing in through the nose on the inhale. And then on the exhale through your mouth, emptying, relaxing, letting go of any energies that are not serving you in this moment. Just let them melt away with that out breath. Breathing in again through your nose, calling yourself back home. And holding at the top for a second or two. And then when you're ready, exhaling through the mouth, allowing yourself to relax a little bit more than before. And again, let your breath carry away those energies that are no longer yours to carry, bringing them to the light. One more time, let's breathe in together through the nose. And when you reach the top, I'm going to invite you to look in and upwards towards your pineal gland, your third eye, your eyes in, up, and back, and just continue holding your breath at the top for as long as you comfortably can. And then as soon as you're ready, again, exhaling fully, emptying with a sigh or a sound on that out breath as you let go and let God. From this place of simply being right here, right now, together with me in this present moment, I want you to know that you are safe. And I am calling in my spirit team and the spirit herd, the wind horse herd that I channel and work with. And they are just coming in to surround and ground you with your permission in a way that is creating this energetic vortex, if you will, all around you, 360 degrees. That is creating this electromagnetic force field and amplifying your connection to Gaia. And as that happens, I want you to bring your awareness to your feet and allow the chakras and the soles of your feet right now to kind of light up like stars as they ascend down your energetic roots past your earth star and into the earth, flowing all the way down, down, down to the crystalline core of Gaia. And as you plug in to this place and find your sweet spot, allow her energies to come back up through the earth, through the crust of the earth, through your earth star and the soles of your feet. And now come coursing up your legs to your root, your sit bones, your pelvic bowl. Filling up your belly, your solar plexus, your chest, heart, your lungs, your arms, your neck and shoulders. Coming up to your third eye and crown. And it begins reaching higher, a couple of feet above your head to your soul star. And from this place, activating this divine flow of high frequency, divine diamond light that comes pouring down over you and through you, washing away any energies that do not serve, that you are ready to release, including any psychic debris, any attachments, cords, implants, anything of that nature that is not in your highest. Allow it to be simply washed away with this powerful yet gentle diamond light containing the codes of Christ consciousness and unconditional love. And it is melting and merging with every single cell, atom, molecule, and fiber of your being, from crown to toe. And any of those energies that are getting washed away or going down the drain to be recycled into the earth, just let them go. So from this place, I am inviting you in this moment to connect with whatever has you worried, whatever fear, doubt, insecurity might be showing up for you at this time. And perhaps it's already lessened and the emotional charge has decreased just doing this process. And if that is the case, that is amazing. And you're doing an incredible job. However, if there's some residual or something else that you want to address, or this is something that's been persisting and maybe you feel like it is going to come back again the moment you finish this process, I want you to connect with that particular fear or concern. Allow yourself to bring it up in your awareness in this safe space, this sovereign sanctuary we have just created together, where you are connected above and below. And as you bring your awareness to that concern, that fear, I want you to see if you can locate where it lives in your body. Can you find right now the origin point energetically. You don't need to know why or what caused it or anything like that. I just want you to dive in, if you will, to the energetic origin of that fear. Maybe it's in your solar plexus or stomach. Maybe you feel it in your throat. Just notice where you're feeling any sort of physical sensation that is associated to that fear or concern that shows up when you think about that fear or concern. So literally, I want you to be a detective, a neutral observer, and simply notice where in your body this fear, to keep it simple, you replace it with anything else that might feel more aligned. Where does this fear live in your body at this time? And when you connect with that place and space, and if, by the way, for some reason you're not sure or you don't know, if you did know, where would it be? Just trust yourself. You can't do this wrong. Inviting you to get just a little bit more information around this fear or this concern and the associated energy in your body. Notice any tightness, tension, constriction, tingling, heat or cold, maybe a color, a temperature, a texture. Is there a specific shape to it? Is it more on the right side of the body or the left? Take a few moments to get to know what this energy in your body actually feels and looks like, and allow it to actually be seen. And if you can give it a voice right now, and perhaps even place your hands over the area, wherever that is for you, wherever you've located this sensation, placing your hands over it, acknowledging and holding it. Can you ask it what it might want to say? What would it say to you? What does it want to express? What does it need? To feel better, to feel safe. And just allow yourself to take a few more moments and just listen and be with that fear. You're doing a beautiful job. It's open to receive the information, however it comes through to you, whether you sense it or hear it or see it. Whatever way it comes, just trust. You're doing an incredible job. Next, I want you to allow your higher self, your wise, higher future self, to come and give a message or share some words of comfort and wisdom and support to in response to whatever information you received from that fear. Awesome. Maybe even now, if it's open to it, maybe you want to give it a hug and let it know that you've got it, that it's safe, and you have its back. Surrounding that energy with so much love and light. And this beautiful rose quartz pink light is coming in now, streaming from your heart into whatever part of your body that this fear is hanging out. And just like wrapping it in a blanket of complete compassion and unconditional love. So beautiful. So perhaps you're noticing a shift in the energy. Maybe it's getting lighter. Maybe that shape or the constriction or the tension or heaviness or whatever you were noticing earlier is starting to dissipate and get lighter and less intense. You can stay here as long as you like to be with that fear, that energy. But if you are ready, I want to invite you to go ahead and we're going to take 3 big breaths together, slow and gentle, with each one building and getting stronger. And that first breath, when you inhale, you're going to guide that breath down to that area, wherever it is. And on that exhale, you're going to envision that breath again, transmuting, alchemizing that fear into something better, fear into love, fear into light, fear into truth, fear into fire, passion, or purpose. Let's go ahead and do 2 more of these. Deep breath in, inhale, bringing your breath into that place and space where the fear lives. And then on you exhale, surrounding and embracing that area with so much love and light with your breath. And one last time, we're going to take a deep breath. Inhale. And holding at the top, hold, eyes looking in and up, tongue at the roof of the mouth. Hold for just a few more seconds if you can. And then when you're ready, with a huge exhale, allowing a sigh, a sound. And then I want you to literally kind of fold over, crumple down as if your body is like a sponge. And you are going to squeeze out, wring out any last little bit of water or fear. Any residual energy that is not serving anymore, that is ready to go. Just squeeze, 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 constrict, constrict, tight, 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 tight. Beautiful. When you release, come on back to the room. I feel better. I don't know about you. I would love to hear how that was for you. Let me know down below. Um, and I highly recommend if you are someone who likes to journal and be reflective, to go grab a pen and paper, your journal, and just write down right now what just happened, any information that you got, and kind of track yourself over the next few days in terms of any shifts and when and if that fear, anxiety, whatever comes up again, save this video, come back and do this as often as you like. And I will see you next time. I love you. I truly hope this served you. Ciao for now and namaste.